What's that?
Cereal.
I'm not a cereal man, I'm baking an egg, you know, huh?
Oh, that'll do you more good than baking an egg, Chuck. It's vitamin B, is that? Vitamin B1 and vitamin B2.
That's all right for rabbits.
It's all right for you and all. It'll strengthen your mental facilities. And you need all the mental facility you've got facing up to Fair Clough and
I know, but not on that muck.
Oh, got you something else and all.
What?
From the chemist. Seaweed tablets.
You must be joking.
No, Maggie Clegg told me about them. They make you very active and sterile. It's ideal.
Well, you can take him yourself and go and jump in the canal.
Ooh, Stanley Ogden, there's gratitude for you. Listen, all I'm trying to do is to help you get your industrial relations in order.
At the expense of my guts. All I've got to do is look them straight between the eyes. Not go flapping me flipping fins at them. Bacon and egg.
All right, Chuck. Oh.
What's that?
Notes. Keep 'em by you.
I don't want no notes. I know I'm going to tell them.
All the same, you might just dry up.
I wish you'd dry up and go and get me flipping breakfast.
Any road, it's very good for effect. Politicians and them always refer to their notes.
Hey, you might be right at that. For once.
Billy?
Yes, Mum?
You will never guess who I saw yesterday.
No, Mum, I'll never guess who.
Guess?
The Prime Minister.
Lorna Shawcross.
Oh, good for you.
Well, her mother and I were great friends. You remember Lorna Shawcross?
Do I?
Yes, you were at school together. She left when she was about 6, when her family moved to Leamington.
Oh, one wonderful year in the infants together. How could I forget her?
Ah, well, she's grown.
Oh, that's a funny coincidence. So have I.
She is a physiotherapist.
Oh, yes, well, if ever I need physiotherapizing, I'll know where to go.
Weatherfield General Hospital.
Good morning. Oh, I'm just coming now.
Hello, Alan, love. A cup of tea?
No, thanks, Mrs. Walker.
Billy and I were just talking about an old school friend of his.
Oh. I just thought I'd let you know that Dave Smith telephoned. He's had a breakdown. I thought I'd go straight over there.
Right, I'll come along with you.
Bye-bye.
Billy?
Yes, Mum?
You'll be in to dinner?
You bet. And I'll be hungry and all.
I think this could do with seeing too.
Now, you're not kidding. I had to use a brace and bit yesterday. That thing just packed in on me. No, not that I'm surprised. The little Egyptian fella used that to knock the pyramids together.
Hey, up to mass meetings here. Good morning, Mr. Ogden. I believe you already know my partner, Mr. Langton.
I do.
In the blue corner, the bloated capitalists. In the red corner, the downtrodden, underprivileged workers.
Something like that, don't you?
I believe you have something to say about working conditions, rates of pay, incentives, production bonuses, overtime and holidays.
Right.
Right.
Nice day for you, don't we?
Would you put that down in the notes, please, in the minutes, please, Mr. Langton?
Certainly, Mr. Fairclough. Out else.
Yes, I'll just consult my notes if you don't mind. 6 eggs standard, 1... I'll flaming swing for her.
No, order, please.
Comrade Ogden, let's have no talk of
I
violence.
will, I'll flaming swing for her. You dare to beat me? What the heck's this?
I'm sorry, love, I give you the wrong note.
Now I know, don't I?
Yeah, well, here's the right one, Chuck. Oh, and I brought you them seaweed tablets just in case you felt a sudden need.
Get out!
It's men's talk, Hilda. Ladies' night next Tuesday.
Oh, good luck, Chuck.
Now, where was I?
You were just approaching the beginning.
Eh?
You know, Stan, what you need is a spokesman.
Do I?
Yeah, somebody to speak for you, present your case.
Oh, I suppose I do, aren't
Now, it's no good joining one of them big unions, because they'd never be able to cope with your own very unique case.
No, they wouldn't, would they? No.
So, why not form your own union?
Hey, on my own?
Why not?
Hey, that's an idea. Me own union! Would you recognise me?
We'd recognise you anywhere, Stanley.
Edna, did you pass this?
She did. I didn't. Oh, yeah, you did. It's one you've just had.
Well, come on, which one of you?
Oh, it could be one of mine.
Look, would you buy a coat like that?
I've got West Ham Market.
Well, this doesn't have to be the market.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
Just look at it. The seams are coming down, and this belt, one tug and it's in two.
That's how they like 'em these days.
Happens so, but you happen to pass this as perfect. Now, how many more have you let pass through?
Oh, hundreds. I thought it'd boost firm sewing machine sales.
Yeah, it's all right for fellas and all.
We're only kidding. It's a reject you picked up. I've just slung it out.
Oh, very funny.
Don't let me spoil your fun. I like to see the stars happen. Something you can let me in on?
No, it was just a bit...
Oh, I see. Spare my blushes, eh? Quite right. I'm very easily embarrassed. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, good. I think you've got the makings of a fairly efficient department here.
Thank you.
All you've got to do is make Sir Julius think the same. He's coming round to inspect his empire after lunch.
Oh, what do I do? Curtsy?
Oh, no, not to Sir Julius. No ceremony. No, just get the girls to run the hand brush over the bench, sweep the bits up off the floor. Oh, not too many boxes lying about. And he likes to see the staff with clean hands. Oh, and no smoking. Well, I'll leave you to a little pep talk.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, but how do they work, these club agents and catalogues?
Hey?
Yeah, well, I'm interested, like, you know, being in the clothing trade myself.
Well, suppose I'm an agent and you want a grand piano.
Aye.
I order them and you pay me so much a week and I get the commission. Then before you finish paying up, I sell you another essential like a motorboat.
What? And do people really buy things just by looking at pictures in the catalogue?
Oh, well, it saves wear and tear on the legs and they don't have to go out shopping, do they?
By heck, there must be an awful lot of mugs in the world. Now, myself, I always believe in allowing the customer to inspect the goods.
Yeah.
Could I have a pint, please, babe?
Oh, yes, love.
And a drink?
No, thanks. I'll go and get my nose back on.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Howard, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
You think your good lady could get me one of them fancy catalogues from over the road?
This is Tommy Deacon. He's,
Oh, why, your local second-hand dealer.
Oh, how do you do? That's your multiple store standing outside with a donkey between the shops, isn't it?
That's right. And now that you've proved to me that you've got a sense of humour, maybe you could be doing the same with one of them catalogues.
Well, I think my wife has one at home. I'll drop off and pick it up when I've had my drink.
I'd be very obliged.
And you just talking about mugs?
Oh, that's right, darling. Oh, I'm not going to join them. I just want to see how many there are.
All right, you eat your Mum.
Later.
Yeah, that looks good.
Billy, I don't know what I'd have done without you since your dad.
Oh, forget it, Mum.
But I can't forget it, love. It's on my mind. It's bothering me. I don't want you to think that I'm keeping you here.
Oh, no, of course you're not.
After all, dear, I have my friends.
So do I.
Yes, but are friends enough? For you, Billy, I mean.
No, not altogether. I need a few pints to go with them.
Oh, I'm not talking about people to drink with.
What's that?
I am talking about something else, as you very well know. I am talking about marriage.
Marriage?
Marriage. Someone to share your life with.
Yeah, I know who would make me these beautiful steak and kidney pies, Mother.
Oh, Billy.
All right, Mum. If it will please you, for me to think about marriage, I will think about marriage, all right? I've thought about it. Now sling us the salt over.
Not right for a wife to let her husband down like that.
Well, I've said I'm sorry, Chuck.
I might have been negotiating for the common market or something. I looked all right 20 in front of them froggies, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Annie Rod, you haven't said yet how you went on.
No, it went very well.
Oh, I am pleased.
Mind you, I had to take a strong line.
Yeah, you would with them too.
And once they realised there was going to be no messing,
It's like I've always told you, Stan, you can be real masterful when the occasion arises.
I'm going to form my own union, and they're going to recognise me.
What, on your own?
Aye.
Hey, if that means you're going to be paying your subs into the Rovers, you've got another thing coming.
I'll be paying me subs to myself. The Stan Ogden District Union, henceforth known as SODU.
Henceforth?
Langton said that to make it legal. In fact, he thought of it.
Oh, I'm not sure, Stan.
Oh, I am, love. Listen, I'll no longer be an ordinary working man. I'll be a union official. You might get a week at Blackpool, you never know. TUC Congress, eh?
Oh, yeah. The SODU. Ooh.
Tell you what, though, if Stan Ogden ever does start working to rule, we get twice as much work out of him as we ever did before.
He'll be getting himself a red flag with hammer and sickle on it next.
No chance. The thought of a hammer makes him go goose pimply. Even the sight of one puts segs on his hands.
Hey, how was Haggis Lamb?
Oh, it's great, great. You know, yesterday morning, I hired a rowing boat on Loch Lomond and took the kids out, and all we talked about was fish and mountains. And here I am, back to blackouts, lockouts, and deadlocks.
You forgot dead legs.
Maybe you should have stayed there, Ken.
Yeah, maybe I should. Anyway, the kids are enjoying themselves. You know, the air, it's so fresh up there. Makes you wonder what it is we're breathing down here.
There you are, mate.
Oh, Tom.
Don't bother with goldfish in the plastic bag. Well, Ken, nice to see you back. How are the kids?
Oh, they're great, thanks.
Could I have a word with you in the snug? Mrs. Sharples isn't in there, is she? I just want a little advice.
I'm really in the mood for giving
Oh, I'm
advice.
sure you are. It's about this, what some people might call the good book. Come on.
A pint and a gin?
Well, unfortunately, the gin half is having to work through our lunchtime.
Oh, well, a pint and some pickles.
Yeah. No substitute for Elsie Tanner, is it? Yes, please.
You know, you can keep your women every time, I say. You can't get into trouble with a pie and a pint.
Darling, you could get into trouble with a packet of crisps.
Now then, are you interested in them?
No.
What? Well, I heard you were very fond of cooking.
Yeah, what can I cook with picture of a frying pan and picture of a chop?
Exactly.
There's only one way to buy cooking utensils. That's to feel them, the weight and the balance.
Quite right. So I can cross off my list then?
What's this, some sort of survey or something?
Aye, kind of. I'm just trying to find out how many mugs actually buy things from a catalogue. You're sure now? I can't sell you anything.
Well, I won't mind buying the catalogue itself. Browse through it and daydream. You know, the Taj Mahal on tuppence a week.
Yes, well, I think I'll go and have a pint with Alan and then we'll get back.
Yes. You know that girl I was talking to you about, Lorna Shawcross?
What about her?
I'm thinking of inviting her for tea tomorrow night.
Good for you. She'll be company for you.
I know. She's a very attractive and educated girl. You'll like her, too.
Yes, well, I won't get the chance, will I, seeing as I won't be here?
Pardon?
I said I won't be here. Look, Mum, you can count me out.
Billy!
Look, are you matchmaking or something?
Well, of course I'm not matchmaking. Just happens to be a very attractive girl with an understanding nature and a pleasing personality. The fact that I was discussing marriage earlier, well, that's purely coincidental.
Is it? Well, if she's all that understanding and pleasant, then I'd better not meet her, had I? Because I'll only ruin her for life.
Billy, just for once, for the sake of common courtesy.
Mum, I have told you I can't even remember the bird. Probably the last time I met her, we were doing act together in the infants, and that's about the only thing we've probably got in common.
And how do you know?
Look, Mum, no! You said you were thinking about phoning her, right?
Well, I certainly wouldn't do anything definite until I'd spoken to you.
All right, well, you've lost now then, have you? Forget it.
Hello? Oh, could I speak to Miss Shawcross, please? Hello, Lorna, dear. It's Mrs. Walker. Well, physically fine, love, but mentally just a little upset because I've got to postpone our tea party for tomorrow. Oh, no, love, no, only business. Yes, I know. But Billy was so looking forward to seeing you.
That sexy Maxwell reminds me of, you know, that fella on TV, that good-looking one.
Oh, him as does the news.
No, you know, that programme.
Oh, I know, Sunday nights.
No, not Sundays, Wednesdays.
Wednesdays? You mean the one that sings?
No, I've never heard him sing any roads.
Wednesdays.
Oh, you'll know him, he's a smasher.
Here you are, Mrs. Howard.
Huh? Cup of tea for you. Tea? Yeah, put sugar in. You're losing my job. What, just for having a cuppa? Well, what about his nibs? He hasn't been round yet. What's he going to say?
He can say what the hell he likes. We're entitled to a tea break.
Yeah, not for another hour and a half, you're not.
Well, if he doesn't like it, he knows what he can do, doesn't he? There's always that button factory on Great Western Street. Isn't there, Edna?
Eh?
I said there's always that button factory on Great Western Street.
It's an hour more, I heard.
Well, just get it drunk quick and get rid of those cups before the King of Siam arrives.
Afternoon tea, ladies. Was it no card or no gay? Everything stops for tea, even at 2:10.
Oh, we just thought we'd get the tea break over before Sir Julius arrived on his white charger.
Good thinking. Oh, rejects. One of the questions Sir Julius is bound to ask you. The percentage of rejects.
Well, I haven't really been here long enough to know about rejects, have I? Not properly.
Oh, now, what would you say, roughly? 6%?
Well, that's about it, about 6%.
Right. You tell him 8.5%.
No, you're going the other way. It's more like 5%, really.
Yes, an 8.5% is more, diplomatic. Look, I'll give you a tip about Julius. He's a fair man, but he hates things to get worse. Now, you tell him 6%, and in 2 months' time, when they've risen to 7%, he'll have you standing on your head explaining why. Tell him 8.5%, and things can only get better. He likes things to get better. All right?
Sounds sense.
I never talk anything else. So it's 8.5%, sir.
Sir? Me?
No, I'm talking about Julius, not you. Certainly not you. Any complaints, ladies?
Oh, no, Mr. Maxwell.
Now, darling, What do you want most of all, but you haven't got the ready cash to pay for?
That fella there with his sports car.
That's just advertising the suit. There.
Oh, well, you can knock the price of the suit off the bill. He won't be needing that. Just himself in his sports car.
What about a nice tea service?
No, Tal. There's only me and I've got a cup.
So you're not a mug then either, are you?
I'm not so sure that you're right, you know. People are necessarily mugs because they buy from his catalogue.
Oh, I think they are.
Right.
Listen, Alan, I'm not saying that you're biased, but I would suggest that you're only saying this because Elsie works over there.
Nonsense. Look at the married women who've got jobs. They haven't got time to go traipsing around the shops to get whatever they need. Come on, Alan.
Oh, hang on a minute, Billy. Hang on a minute. Just explain that.
Well...
Look, I may not go in for 'em myself, but I know what they're all about. You can get everything from a tea tray to a turban in that book. Women can sit in front of the fire after a hard day's work, have a cup of tea and order clothes for the entire family. And the stuff's guaranteed. Now, I call that a service.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Great, so let's be having it. I don't know about the bloke and his sports car, but somebody is trying to sell me something. Without even a flaming picture in a catalogue, aren't they, Mother?
Billy,
what?
Shall we go?
Right, hang on, I'm coming.
Mrs. Walker, would you thumb your way through that book and see if there's anything you need? Anything at all?
An increase in wages for the staff.
No more grounds?
On the grounds that I want more money.
You need a better reason than that.
I've no need to divulge.
Oh, yes, you have.
Cards on the table, mate.
Right. Cost of living, luncheon vouchers. 7 and 6 a day. 37.5 new pence to you, too.
You what?
And where's the canteen here? There isn't one. Right. Where's the nearest place for me to go to get some grub? The Rovers. Right. And I can't go in the Rovers without buying a pint, which ups the price. Right.
Well, go on. No, hang on. What's wrong with you calling in home rather than going to Rovers?
Using my own facilities. That's not a bad idea, yeah. It's a fuel pay rental charge. Let's see, how much will that be?
Mr. Langton, the country is going to the dogs.
Mr. Fairclough, I'll tell you what, they can have it. Hello, Mom.
Hello, love.
What's up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Gets me to you and you're forgiven me and Len are going to the wrestling tonight.
It must have looked as if I was matchmaking.
Forget it.
No, it's just that I want the best for you. You know that, love. And I don't want to be a millstone round your neck.
No, you don't have to worry about me, Mum. I'll find myself a little cracker. Then you can spend a fortune on that and cry all the way through the wedding. How's that?
I'll get you tea.
Great. Hey, why don't you come with me and Len tonight? See the Boston Dangler versus the Poison Dwarf.
The seaweed worked all right.
Ah, said they would.
Yes, I tackled him like a man of iron.
Iodine.
All right, iodine.
You made all your points, did you?
Oh, it was a deadlock, you know, but they agreed to further discussions.
Hello, you...
Oh, hello, Ken. I'm glad you've come. Now, I just want to ask your advice, you know, because, I mean, you're educated, aren't you?
Oh, am I?
Well, you have got a certificate, haven't you?
Yeah, and you're a union man, aren't you?
All right, well, go on.
I formed my own union.
Yes, so I've heard.
Yeah, the SODU.
Yeah, what do you think?
Oh, I think they're having you on.
Oh, well, I know I can't be generally recognised, but they've agreed to discussions at union level, you know.
Yes, well, for a start, Stanley, I wouldn't use the abbreviations SODU.
Why not?
Well, I'm in the NUT, and they call us the Knots. You're in the SODU.
Hey, that flaming Ray Langton is taking the mickey.
Yeah, exactly. Now, why don't you think of something a little more... Well, let's see now, something like...
Hey, I've got it. Stan Ogden Labour Organisation.
S-O... Solo! Hey, that's good, Stan, because that's what you are.
That's a good idea. Stan Ogden Labour Organisation. Solo.
Yes, very good. Very good, Stanley. And another thing, if you do decide to change some working conditions and things like that, don't ask my advice, will you? Ask some proper advice. What, you want one of the hot shots, one of these militant unions, and negotiate... I think I've got just the man who could help you.
Eh?
If only you don't tell Len and Ray, they'd kill me.
Night, Mrs. Howard.
Night,
It never ceases to amaze me how quickly workers can vacate their place of work.
Yes, they are a bit sharpish, aren't they?
Like greyhounds from the track.
Yes, considering the bell was only, 3 minutes late.
Oh, not deliberate, Mrs. Howard. Never deliberate. Anyway, congratulations.
On what?
Sir Julius. Oh, he was most impressed with your little department.
I was rather impressed with him myself. Considering he's a millionaire, he's very human.
Oh, yes, he's not bad, really. Head in the clouds half the time, you know, big deals all over the place. But, now you see what I meant about the 8.5%. He was quite happy.
I'm learning.
There's a lot for you to learn, too. Yes, as a matter of fact, there are 1 or 2 points I'd like to go over with you.
Not now, eh?
No, not now. I thought we might have lunch together one day this week. Not the top table in the canteen, outside somewhere. No interruptions.
My mother warned me, you know.
I promise you, Mrs. Howard, strictly business.
Strictly business?
Strictly.
Oh, well. Sounds very dull, but I may as well.
Not drinking, Mr. Deakin?
No, thanks. I've just come in to see Mrs. Howard. You're a good lady. I heard she's likely to be popping in.
Yeah, she's going to be a few minutes late.
Oh.
Anything I can do?
No, not really.
Well, how do you make out with the catalogue? Find any mugs?
Oh, it was very interesting, you know. It's funny to think of 2 fellas with such different ideas, and yet both of them in the rag trade.
Who's that?
Oh, that fella, Sir Julius Berlin, who owns the place across the road. And myself.
Oh, now, Tommy, you shouldn't go comparing yourself with him. I mean, he's not in the same league.
Anyway, thanks for your trouble.
Not at all.
Oh, by the way, I left a bit of paper in between the pages. There's an electric blanket, pink. You might ask Mrs. Howard how I'd go about ordering one for myself.
Yes, of course I will.
Thanks very much.
Please don't they make you weep? They're going about folk not buying from catalogues and finish up falling for a pink electric blanket.
Billy! Hey, how you fixed for a fair hog or 2 tonight, darling?
Ooh, depends who from. Right.
Hey, what's this? I thought I'd see a couple of double gins waiting for me on the bar.
One on that bar in just an instant. Large and tonic, please, Beck.
Right, love.
Had a good day?
Well, Sir J came and Sir J went.
Apart from him, anything?
Apart from him, just another dull day.
Oh, mate, look at that. She's grown up a bit, hasn't she? Hey? You recognise her, don't you? She used to live round here. You know her. Physiotherapist down at the Royal.
Oh, it could, mate. That's not Lorna Shawcross, is it?
That, mate, is Lorna Shawcross. Hey, I thought we were going wrestling.